It should not be difficult for people around me to see that I have been born with um, a range of disorders, one of which is having excess prolactin or hyperprolactinemia. I have about 4 times the level of prolactin compared to normal women, or I think half, I don't know, maybe half or a, or a third of the level of um, lactating women who are breastfeeding. But still, if compared to non-lactating normal women, I would have 4 times their level of prolactin. And that was about maybe 13 years ago. So, and then I also did research at the time that correlated hyperprolactinemia with osteoporosis. And then I asked my endocrinologist, which then lit a light bulb in his brain. And he said, oh yes, oh yes, yes, we have to look at your osteoporosis, which then, that's why, how I discovered that I had osteoporosis. Severe osteoporosis, very bad, very severe osteoporosis. And for the past 12 years, the normal treatment of osteoporosis did not work, Fosmix. They improved my bone density maybe by 15%, and then it stopped working. So my current endocrinologists say that you cannot take Fosamax and the related kind of medication for more than 10 or 12 years, and she said you cannot continue taking Fosamax anymore. I was asking, for Fosamax she wouldn't prescribe it anymore because apparently it's no good to take Fosamax beyond 10 or 12 years. And what am I to do? There is no other avenue. And then there is another disorder that I have. It's called Gilbert's syndrome. Gilbert's syndrome, or if you pronounce it the American way, it will be Gilbert syndrome. Gilbert. But Gilbert, it's Gilbert, the name of the French doctor, I suppose, who discovered this anomaly, this anomalous condition that exists among anomalous people like myself. So, having Gilbert syndrome has a common set of effects, but it also has a range of effects that are not common to everyone that have Gilbert syndrome. So the common set of effects is that we have there is a 70% reduction in the risk of our risk in having heart failure, heart disease. I guess that's the statistical correlation, a 70% reduction, or 66 to percent, 65 to 70% reduction. I don't know what the exact figure. Also, well, Gilbert syndrome is, in the basics of it, due to the excess of bilirubin. Whether it's excess or not, I don't know. It's that when you produce bilirubin by your liver, I suppose, it has to be matched and conjugated with another enzyme, or I don't know, another set of enzymes. So if you if there is not, if you have excess bilirubin, then there would be, then that you would, that I would have, that I'll have the amount that this whole amount of bilirubin that is not conjugated and is left as free radicals floating around my bloodstream, creating havoc. Well, not havoc exactly, because bilirubin is actually a very effective antioxidant, and which means it would slow down my slow down the degradation of my cells, which is good, right? So to all my past endocrinologists, they all say that Gilbert syndrome is a good disorder to have, but also most people who have Gilbert syndrome would be kind of have lethargy. I don't think I would call myself lethargic. It's just that my rate of activity is slower. So I don't know. Coupled with my uh, my latency in producing action due to my autism, uh, Asperger kind of autism, and then coupled with the slowness in my activity, or I don't know if it's called maybe a less aggressive rate of activity. So it appear, probably I will appear like a slow coach. And there is interestingly, there is one effect that is not common, is that it could produce phenotypical effects. What I think it means is that it could produce disorders or effects of phenotypical disorder, so that I may not have a phenotypical, I may not have a disorder or abnormality in my phenotype, but that the excess bilirubin could produce those kind of effects. When you have phenotypical disorder, that means you have some kind of intersex condition, which explains why I have this apparent intersex and hermaphroditic condition, which explains my androgen resistance or insensitivity, which explains why I have the ability to produce sperm before my total conversion to being female. So, and my conversion, I had to decide because Fosamax wasn't working anymore. And I know the most assured way for me to live and enjoy my life is to have estrogen treatment. And so I chose this route. I had my sources of androgens or testosterone removed, and went through a conversion to being a female. So I guess the excess bilirubin effect would explain why from a young age I felt very feminine. I had a feminine mentality, and that I speak like a girl, and I act like a girl, and that if you didn't know me or you spoke with me over the phone, you would immediately accept me as a girl. And even when I was younger, as a young engineer, my management at the time would treat me as a girl, and then I faced career disadvantage that women faced because they just simply accepted me as a girl.